Hi everyone, this is the seventh video of the series where we are going to build this landing page for a coffee shop. So until now we have done so many things, and in the previous video we have done some minor changes to improve our website. So like our effect and change the text of this. So in today's video we are going to add these columns. So if you analyze these columns, let me zoom out this. And so if you analyze this column, you can see we have a complete container. So this complete container, and in this container we have, let's say, these two small container, right? So these two small container, and now they are not in the they are not like one is up and another is down. They are on side by side, so you can easily guess that we are going to use flex in this area. And we have to make two container, and both length will, both width will be 50%. So let's make this. Also there are two containers in single container, as you can see. So these are nested containers. So let's try to build this. Close this epic pen, and now we will build this. So firstly make a div tag of these column containers. So I have minimized all the code, so to avoid confusion. So div dot column container, and in the column container we have left container and right container. So div dot left container and right container. Okay, now in the left container we have two container. One is for the text and another is for the image. So let's say div dot image column column image container, column image container, and after column image container we have text container. So div dot column text container. All right, so now we are adding images in here. So this same procedure goes for right container. So copy all this stuff of left container and paste in right container. Now provide some spacing so we don't get confused. Okay, now this is clearly looking. So now it's easily understandable. So firstly we will add image in our image container. So column image container have image attribute where the source will be assets, and let's say images, and it will be column image 1 dot jpg. All right, and in the alternate text we can provide here image, and copy this same thing and paste here. Now provide this, name this at column image 2. So we are going to add this image here, and we will change the name as per this name. So copy this column image name, save this firstly, and go to our, firstly open this in containing folder, assets, images, and now come here, resources folder, and we need some images. So if I come here and see, so it's these are the two images that we want. So where this come, so these are the two images. So copy these images from here, and what is the another image? So this one. So copy this also, and rename these images. Rename. Okay, we have to copy this again. Column image 1. Rename column image. Okay, it's column image 2, and it's column image 1. Alright, close this, and we have both of the images. Now we need some text also. So in the text, let's say what we have: close these useless windows, and we have this text. This is h1, this is h5, or I think it's paragraph. So we will use h5 here, and it's the action button. So copy this, and let's say h1 will be this, and h5 will be this one. Or we also have action button, so call this div dot let's say call this div dot action button. And what's the name here? So let's go okay, so we have added some styling for the action button. So I think we have made the styling specifically for this one, so we have to change this styling, but later on just click on this and save this. Now copy this and paste this in our second one test container. Okay, now change the text. So this will be like this, and copy this also for our h5 tag. And here is this find now button, so make this to find now. Okay, perfect. Now save this, and let's see how this is looking. Okay, this is looking as expected. So we have to use display flags, so this container come by the side. So come here, and actually let's do this in DevTools. So open Chrome Developer Tools, and click on column container. So column container will display flags. Okay, so display flags, and we need to give column container a width also. So the width will be, let's say, 100%. So 100% of what? So if I come here, so you can see this is right container, this is left container. Okay, this right, this is left container, and they comes inside this column container, and the column container comes inside this center container, right? So, so we are using the center container width. So let's see what's the width of center container. If I come here and see what's the width of center container, I hope I have decided that width. So actually we are not, I think we are not using center container width. Okay, right container, left container, column container. Okay, actually I have done some mistake here. There is a problem with the indentation. I don't fix the indentation properly, so let's fix this out. Okay, again, column containers. Okay, this will use the width of container class. So let's see how much width of our container class is. So container class have width of 368 pixel. Okay, that means that this one. So this column container will use that width, which is 368 pixel. So if we provide 100%, then this will use that length of 368 pixel, as you can see if I zoom out here. So this is using the same length. The image is some uh, going outward from this, but we will fix this also. So come here, and after width 100%, we will tell the left container to take only 50% width. So left container width will be 50%, and right container width will be 50%. All right, and let's see, again it's flowing outward. So because we have not provided any width to the image too, so we have to provide the width to image also. So in the image container will took width of 100%, and let's say where is this image. So this is the image, and this width will be 100%. Okay, so as you can see, it's completely fit into this frame, and we also changed this. So select this image, and firstly change this length also. So sorry, width. So width will be 100%, and this width will be 100%. Okay, so its width also has been changed. Now there is some problem with the length, so we have to decide how much length each container use. So firstly we have to tell the length also. So in two column container we have not given any length, I think. So where is this column container? So this is column container, and I have not provided any, actually it's not a length, it's the height. So I have not provided any height here. So height will be, let's say, I think 500 pixel will be best. Okay, so 500 pixel, and left container use all the height. So height will be 100%. Copy declaration. and image container will use height of, let's say, 50%, because we need 50% for text container also. So where is our text container? This is text container. This will use 50% height. 50%. Okay, I think there is some problem. Okay, let me fix this. Width will be 100%, and the text container will take 50%, image container will take 50%, and their height will be 100%. Okay, so we have allotted 50% to this image container, and whatever height allotted to this image container, the image tag will use all that height. That's why I have provided 100% here. So let's draw a border of how much height they are using. So if I come inside this column container, now let's draw a border. So border will be 2 pixel solid. Okay, so this is the 500 pixel height, and I think this is very low height, so we have to increase the height also. And if you observe this, the image container use more height than the text container, I think, like this. Or let's say change all this here. So in the dev tools, open this, and come inside this right container. The right container will use height of let's say 100%, and in the right container we have image container that will use 50%, because 50% will be used by text container also. So height will be 50%, and in the text container this is also going to be 50%. Okay, now these everything inside the text container, let's say here we have image, so make this use all the height available to it. So height 100%, and okay, perfect. Now we need to increase the width, sorry, height also, because this is very less height. So come here, and come inside this. Where is our column? Okay, this is column, so increase the height. So let's say 600 pixel, still very less. So 800 pixel. Okay, 800 is perfect, but this is, we don't require 800. So I have an idea. So I will use less length up to this much, and I allotted only small length to the text container, and remaining will be utilized by this image container. So let's say we have 600 here, and okay, let's use at least 700. Now this is using 700, and the left container will use let's say, okay, in the left container, the column image container will use 60% of the height. I think it's perfect. Okay, 60% of the height, and the text container, that will use 40%. So, okay, text container use 40% and image container use 60%. Okay, 60%. So th the same system will be for this one. So let's say add some border also. So border will be 2 pixel solid. Okay. Now apply the same thing for this one. So copy all the declaration, and in the right container text section paste all these values. Okay, I have pasted this attribute here, and now let's change the height also. So in the right container it have 100% height, out of which image container will use 60%, and the text container will use 40%. Okay, it's looking perfect. And now we can use display flex to center all these text. So let's add some margin also. So, but before adding margin, let's copy all the CSS to our Sublime, or say code base. So actually let's do this also before doing anything. Let's change the background color also of this text. So this is the text container, and background color of this will be, let's say, Bollywood, because that's the theme of our coffee shop, and this look related also, and it will be a display flex, and direction will be row. So click on this one, and direction will be column, so column direction, and we need to make the content center, so the justify content center. So this makes the content center horizontally, as you can see, sorry, vertically. Now make this content center horizontally also, so align content, sorry, not align content, align items. Okay, it's looking perfect. Now we need to change the font of this, and let's apply the same property to this container also. So copy all declaration, and come to this text container of left, and paste here all. Okay, as you can see, we have pasted all this stuff, and we have to center this also. So where is our, as you can see, this mark them invalid because I paste the same properties here. So some were same, some were different. So those which were same have been marked invalid. Okay, so like this. So height, width, everything is same, but align item center and justify content center. Now let's come to our text section, find out the text and change font color also. So we will use the same font color which I have used here. So come here and let's find out that font. So click this one and this section. So the font size is 250%. Let's copy all these declaration and now select this one and paste all these here. Okay, so this has been changed and now for this description, let's copy this attribute. You can now adjust this look as per as like you wanted. You can change the font family and like this stuff. So these are the properties of this H5. So copy these rules, copy all declaration, and now again go to this section H5 of, and here paste all these. Okay, now change this also. So but before changing this we have to provide margin 0, sorry, margin, and that will be 0 auto. Now let's open this again and change this let's go also. So open our selector and use this join now button and copy all these property of this action button, copy all declaration, and now come here again in this let's go and here paste all these. Okay, so we have not added any power effect, but we will do that in this in the, let's say, when we paste this code to our CSS file. So we have pasted this here and now we can apply the same properties to this one also. So let's paste this in our CSS file. So now I have copied all the CSS to this CSS file, and now let's see how it's look. If it's able to maintain its all the CSS, sorry, in here we have to reload this. So let's see if it's able to maintain all this. Okay, so as you can see, all these let's say properties of CSS have been applied, and the text is some overflowing, and we need to do this in the center, and we will do this after making a head footer and completing everything. Then we will do this change. Right now I will add a hover effect over this like we have done this here. So come to our CSS file and let's see where we have added this. So control find hover. Okay, so this is the properties. So let's copy all these. 1 second. Okay, copy these and let's say what's the name of this button. Okay, this is action button. So inside this action button paste this and now name this to dot action button hover, and like this cut paste. Okay, I think this now should work perfectly. Save this, come to our file website, reload this, and okay, now it's working perfectly. If I see this, if I say this, so it have white border, but it don't have any white border. Why this is happening? Let's see. Okay, so here we don't have any border, so I have to make this one. So border will be 2 pixel solid white. Let's see. Refresh this, and now we need to change the background color to this one. So background will be, let's say, Bollywood. Save this, refresh this. What's the problem here? Okay, the background is brown, and the border is from where I have copied this. Okay, now this should be perfect. Save this and refresh. Okay, perfect. Actually, by accidentally I copied the properties of this button, but I have to copy of this one. So okay, now there is something to do with the padding and margin of these H5 text and this button. So we will do this in the next video, and we will also add this header. So as you can see this header, so we'll also add this header in the next video. So thanks for watching the video, and see you in the next video.